Sisanie, you were just saying something. What happened with your freezer at home?
I had a little bit of an emergency last Friday while we were doing the show. And I didn't tell you guys, but
Well, wait, while we were doing the show, you had an emergency and didn't flinch because we were looking at you for 5 hours.
no. And it was like right in like 8:30-ish, like right in the middle.
So you're being dishonest with us. You weren't telling us what was going on.
I was working, so I was trying to deal with both, I guess.
Well, what happened?
So I get a text
Compartmentalizing.
message. Yeah, I get a text message from Michael, and he goes, "Emergency. What's the make and model number of our freezer in the kitchen?" And I'm literally, I see
You
that
don't have
text.
Yeah, you don't have that like
But-
running around your
And so I'm
pocket.
kind of just like, I don't even know. And then like, it's just like text message, like they keep going off. Like, I need this. We need to call a technician. Everything's broken. SOS. Like, it's just, he's freaking out. Right. And I really it doesn't register like how serious it is because I'm not out there and I have no idea. Long story short, our freezer, some converter, I don't know, that's supposed to like make it cold and make the fridge cold. Everything broke.
Router.
And so, yeah, whatever. It was just completely off. Right. And all of my breast milk is in that freezer.
Oh,
So
no.
This was the emergency. So
Well, at least
that's-
Michael identified it as a 911. I mean, at least he recognized it as to be a big problem.
1,000%. Yes. So we have a little tiny, I guess you could call it like a beverage fridge that we keep in the backyard for the kids' juices and beers and things like that. So he empties that fridge out, puts as much of my breast milk in the little tiny freezer of that mini fridge, which is not big.
No.
And once your breast milk thaws, you really can't refreeze it again. And then you only have 7 days or like 5 to 7 days to use that milk before it goes bad. So that means that like my months and months of pumping.
I'm looking at a picture. All these packages, breast milk in the freezer?
Yes.
Anything
All
that's
those
not red?
Right. And that man down there, that's the technician that showed up at 11 a.m. to fix our fridge.
Oh,
And so
I didn't know who that was, the ponytail down there.
Yeah, he had a really long ponytail. So we get all of our coolers that we have in the house and start putting my freezer bags in there. Well, when I say we, this is all him because I'm still on the show with you guys. So he goes, "I need your help, please." Again, these text messages are going off. And so I'm literally like, "I am working. I can't help you. I'm so sorry. Like, what do you want me to do?" Long story short, I bought a freezer for him while we were on the air on bestbuy.com and did the curbside pickup. He went and picked it up. We were able to put all of my breast milk in that freezer and save it.
Hey,
Within a 2-hour span of like troubleshooting.
Well, a couple things. If Best Buy's not a sponsor of this show after that story, I don't know who is.
They're not.
And second of all, how much did you lose? Did you have to redo any to make up for what you lost?
We lost probably like 10 bags that is completely thawed out, but we were able to use them as the milk that day and the next day, basically.
The
But it was
things you just
stressful.
don't think about when you're doing a radio show and raising a child. Right? It does not cross your mind. But
So now we have like a giant deep freezer in our garage, which we're those people now.
And thank you, Best Buy, for being there in a pinch. Sisanie, I was reading what the TSA is letting us bring through and take on an airplane. Are you allowed to bring frozen breast milk if you're traveling to your family's home?
Yeah, it's my understanding that anything baby related, you are allowed to come through, even if it was like water for your formula. Yes.
So if it were liquid breast milk, you could bring it through? We should look it up.
Yeah. No, you definitely can't. And I know you could bring it through at like SoFi Stadium. I rolled through with my breast pumps and everything.
Makes sense. So you
They
can
can't
take
deny.
a casserole. You should be able to take a bag of breast
See,
milk.
that's where it gets tricky. I feel food. We can do some research on this and figure out what you can bring through if you're going to be traveling for Thanksgiving, because I feel like it changes every year.
Going to research that right now, actually. Let's take a break and I'll get into my research mode
Put your research hat on.
and see what we find out.